All right, guys, so now you're in Canvas and you are able to see everything. And if you click back, you'll be able to see all your courses. But I'm doing this through Ian's, so his stuff is just mine because he doesn't have classes because he's in 3rd grade. So if I go back and I look at the bottom, I can go to my calendar. This is one of the features that I really didn't go over with, especially the ones that I had last year. I didn't talk to you enough about it, but the calendar at the bottom is really useful. So when you click on it, the dot tells you if there's an assignment due that day. So like for example, in July 27th, it shows you that there are 2 assignments due. So if I click on that, you can see the assignments. And it's not going to be just for my class. All of your assignments are going to come here for social studies, ELA, and science. So everything will be right here together. So then you've got your to-do list. So again, that also gives you when those due dates are. You can go into notifications. It's going to tell you about the assignments. This screen can be kind of overwhelming. And then you have your inbox. So let's say you want to send me a message. It's going to automatically send it to me. So you would select your course, and that's automatically going to come. So you're going to send it to teachers. You're going to send it to me. Then you're going to give me a good subject like Unit 1, Lesson 1. Okay, and you're going to say something like, hello, I don't have a grade for this lesson. Is there something I forgot to turn in? Okay, and you're going to sign your name because it doesn't always show up. So I'm going to say Katie. All right, so I've got my message. Now if I had, like when I have Miss King in the classroom with me, if you clicked send an individual message to each recipient, that would mean that you're able to send a message to each teacher. So then I would click send, and then it's going to come through like an email, and it's going to be like a conversation. If you're not sure if it's sent, go over to sent, and it'll pop up, and it'll tell you who you sent it to. So that's a great way to do email, unless, and the other way works too. You know, your teacher's first name, last name, and then @cravenk12.org. So those are kind of the generic features of Canvas. I want to talk about our individual page. So this is our page, and we have announcements. So if you click on announcements, you're going to see every kind of announcement that I'll make to you. By clicking back, you can go to your assignments, and you can see the assignments that you have, but this is a really overwhelming screen. So if it has no due date, it isn't due yet. So I wouldn't use the assignments tab necessarily. Quizzes, same thing. You can see them, but as they start to build in and there's more and more, it's going to be a little bit overwhelming. Grades. So you can see grades. You can see if you're missing. So like, for example, Unit 1, Lesson 1 has a grade of a 0, and it's because you did not submit it. So it says not submitted. It'll also show that way on your parents' screen. So it is not submitted yet. If I wanted to see what kind of feedback I received on Unit 1, Lesson 1, so I'm looking at that particular, I would go to rubrics, and I would look to see if I could submit the assignment. I can go under comments, and I can see if the teacher has left me anything. So for example, if there was a grade for this assignment, you would be able to see my comments, which I think a lot of you couldn't see last year for whatever reason. So I'm going to put in a pretend comment for Ian so that it'll pop up. the idea behind it is just so that you guys get used to looking for those comments. All right, so if I refresh it, so I'm going to go back. So now you can see that he has a grade of a 75. If you go to submission and rubrics, you're going to see my comments. So if you want to see what the reasoning was or why, that's where you're going to go. So I'm going to do that whole thing again. So I'm going to go to my course. I'm going to go to grades. I can click on the assignment and I can click submission, and then I click comments, and that's going to give me kind of the idea of what I did or what I didn't do or what happened. So if there aren't comments, then I would definitely send a message to your instructor. So if you've got a 0 and you know Mr. White or Mr. Drew or Miss Saki and you're wondering why, you need to look for the comments first to see if they've left you a comment, and then you need to make sure that you email and find out, well, what happened? Did it not go through completely? Is it the wrong assignment? Did I accidentally submit something incorrectly? What happened? All right. So that's kind of how you're going to look at your grades. As you want to go through the digital classroom, the weeks are all here for the first 9 weeks. So everything is dated. So you're going to want to click on that. You're going to see the days of the week, and they're all labeled. So let's say I want to do, I'm doing Monday's assignment. There's Monday's assignment. So if you look down, you can kind of see the agenda. You can see what it's asking you for. So right here it says I haven't submitted it yet. It tells you kind of the information. It tells you your grade. If I wanted to go back and see my comments, I would go under submission. I would click on comments. Right now there isn't one. And then here's the description of the assignment. So that's what it's asking you to do. So as I look through, I can see it. All right. So that's kind of the features of Canvas as of right now.